Hi, this is Dr. Margaret Gani, and in this video I share with you some of the ups and downs of choosing to start your own business. Welcome to my channel, Dr. Maggie Prevents. I am a consultant psychiatrist living and working in the UK who is transitioning from a mainly clinical career to a mainly preventative one. Sometime last year, I decided to create the job I couldn't find. I like prevention and mental health, which is what a lot of my videos are focused on. But then I realized that the role I wanted didn't exist. A role which combined my psychiatry skills and my prevention skills in a preventative mental health role. I had come across one or two things which seemed similar. I had even worked at a certain role in Lancashire, which was promising, but it was a limited term role. And all my efforts to identify a suitable role came to naught. And so I thought, why don't I create the job I want? And based on that and a few other things, I founded a mental health consultancy called the Mental Wellbeing Consultancy or Mental Wellness Consultancy. And it has been an interesting ride. In October last year, someone found me on LinkedIn after I had uploaded some related information and invited me to apply to attend some sort of 3-day business support event in Greater Manchester, which I did, and I was accepted. And it was an amazing 3 days of being immersed in business talk, themes, techniques and that sort of thing. We were introduced to a variety of templates, business plans, vision, how to do vision and mission statements, how to think about sustainability. And it was immersive, intensive, interesting and enlightening. For somebody who had come from a mainly clinical atmosphere over the last few years, it was a bit of a shift I needed if I was going to try to build a business, but a shift nonetheless. Interestingly, after those 3 days, I started a clinical role, and I stayed in some form of clinical work or the other for the next few months, which left very little energy or time to focus on the consultancy. While that was a little sad, it was also instructive. And then come February, and I had decided I'd step back and reflect and think about the way forward. And I get a number of nudges. One comes in the delightful form of a postcard self-addressed to myself. That's funny, isn't it? Why was I receiving a postcard self-addressed to myself? Well, during the 3-day event in October 2024, it was called the event was termed Innovation Labs, right? It was for small and medium businesses. And during that event, one of the things we were encouraged to do was to address a postcard to ourselves saying what we would have achieved by the end of 31st of January 2025. And so in February, I received my postcard addressed to me by me, and I realized I haven't done much of what's on the postcard. But I'm delighted to receive it because it is a nudge I needed. A couple other nudges seemed to occur around the same time. There was an opportunity to attend an event in Wigan, and this event was aimed at connecting businesses with expertise, support, and opportunities. This event was called Innovation Marketplace. It was linked to the one that was organized in October last year, but this was just, a half-day event. And I was glad I was able to attend. It was in Wigan. There were a number of sessions, but the one I attended was on AI and potential applicability for business and such stuff. And it was good to be around people who were either in business, building businesses, or who were supporting businesses, because, this was me again transitioning from a mostly clinical mindset to a more entrepreneurial, way of thinking. And then a few days ago, I attended the 1-year anniversary of the Center for Sustainable Innovation. Now, our main instructors at the 3-day event in October are linked to this center. And so getting to attend the anniversary event was very instructive. I got to see one of our instructors again, which was really nice, Professor Anne, and it was just good to be around people who had either built businesses, supported people to build businesses, or just that type of atmosphere. People from the center and related organizations. There was signposting to relevant information, and it was just a lovely evening. Again, challenging my healthcare clinical, you know, way of thinking. Now, there's nothing with the clinical way of thinking. It's just that it doesn't tend to lend itself to entrepreneurial progress, if you get what I mean. And so I've had these nudges, and so I'm digging up my various templates and materials and, the ideas and plans I've had over time and trying to take them forward. And I thought it might be helpful to share some of the ups and downs as I try to build this, right? It's not been easy, but it has been instructive. I am learning every day, which is funny because I promised myself I was not going to attend any course after I finished my cognitive analytic therapy course. And while I'm not attending a proper formal months or years long course, I am learning when it comes to entrepreneurship because there's a lot I don't know. And so going forward, I hope to explore some of the things I've been referred to via these events. I hope to follow up on some of the links I made. And the plan and the hope is that whatever I do in the future, I plan adequate time to build the consultancy. But we'll see how that goes. And so why don't you join me to build the consultancy by booking a session or two via my Calendly, which should be in my bio, the link to it. Or if you want, or someone who wants bespoke sessions related to mental well-being, get in touch. Let's talk about it and see what we can do to support you. This is Dr. Margaret Gani, consultant psychiatrist, preventative mental health person, and cognitive analytic therapist. On my channel, Dr. Maggie Prevent, saying thank you for listening. I look forward to seeing you at the next video. If you have any questions or comments or suggestions, drop them in the comment section. And it's been lovely seeing you. Remember, if you're struggling with your mental health, please reach out for support to an appropriate health service in your area. And prevention saves lives, and that includes mental health prevention. Thank you. Bye.